Here's the result for the guy you filled out the survey for. He gets a C+. plus. This guy is rather so-so. Not too good, not too bad. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's unlikely to go far in his career, even if he talks big sometimes. He doesn't put in the hard work or stay organized enough to climb the ladder or run his own show. He'll stay comfortable with what's easy and may switch jobs without building anything solid.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't really break down, but he also doesn't bounce back strongly. Instead, he'll quietly pull away from the problem and do the bare minimum to get by. If you're hoping for a partner who fights back after setbacks and learns from mistakes, he may let you down.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will find him polite and easy to be around, but they may not feel close to him or deeply respect him. He's not the type to pick fights or cause drama, and he'll keep things smooth on the surface by being well mannered. People won't dislike him, but he probably won't be anyone's go to person for advice or support at work.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He won't feel proud, but he also won't show much jealousy or insecurity. Instead, he'll keep his feelings quiet and might withdraw a bit, seeming distant or avoiding the topic. If you're looking for encouragement or celebrations, you may not get them from him.
What if you start earning more than him?
He's not likely to be openly resentful or deeply insecure if you earn more than him. Instead, he'll quietly accept it and probably avoid talking about money matters. This means you won't have drama at home, but you also won't feel much excitement or true partnership on money issues.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He doesn't plan his finances carefully, and he's not very organized about saving or spending. He's unlikely to set up a proper budget or keep track of where the money goes. You may notice small splurges here and there, but not massive shopping sprees.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's more likely to quietly live within his means rather than pretend to be richer than he is. He doesn't enjoy making a big show or drawing attention with flashy things. You won't see him taking big risks with money just to look successful.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't very open handed or especially kind when it comes to money or helping others. While he will be polite and not outright rude, you might feel he keeps to himself and doesn't go the extra mile for people. If someone needs support, he won't jump in eagerly and he won't rush to share what he has.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is not very open about money, but he isn't controlling either. He tends to keep his thoughts and feelings about finances to himself, avoiding deep or difficult conversations. If you ask, he'll answer politely, but you might have to push a bit to know what's really going on.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He won't openly argue that housework is only your job, but he also won't step up to share the load. He's likely to quietly avoid chores or help only when asked directly without taking real responsibility. If you want true partnership in housework, you may feel let down.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to only help by watching or giving suggestions rather than actually getting his hands dirty with chores or diapers. If you ask, he may do a small task now and then, but you'll rarely see him take real charge or do things on his own. He is polite and won't criticize your way of doing things, but he won't jump in and share the work as a real teammate.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He doesn't usually argue just to prove he's right, nor does he passionately try to understand your side. Instead, he keeps things peaceful by listening politely and then quietly stepping back from the conversation. You might feel like you're being heard on the surface, but not truly understood or supported.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and keeps his feelings under control. You're unlikely to hear hurtful words or see aggressive behavior from him, even if he's upset. If you value peace over drama, this is a good thing, but don't expect open and honest talks about his anger.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. In fact, he tends to keep his emotions steady and doesn't lose his temper easily, even when things go wrong. So you are not ignoring a red flag when it comes to his temper.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He's unlikely to blame you or pick a fight when things go wrong, but he also doesn't openly take responsibility or say sorry from the heart. If there's a problem, he will probably stay quiet, nod along, and let the moment pass without making a fuss. His style is to keep the peace, but sometimes by just staying silent.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understand that no means no. He is polite and not pushy by nature, so he won't pressure you or ignore your wishes. If you say no, he will quietly accept it and not make a fuss or try to change your mind.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the kind of man who takes it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. If you say you're tired or not feeling up to it, he won't get upset or make you feel guilty. There won't be angry words or cold treatment afterward.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and not use them to hurt or embarrass you later. He is respectful and keeps things gentle, even if he isn't the most emotionally close or expressive. He won't bring up personal details just to shame you or win an argument, and you won't have to worry about your secrets being shared with others.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is generally faithful and not easily distracted by other women. He doesn't chase after excitement or new attention, and his nature is calm and reserved. You can trust him to stay by your side, even if he sometimes seems a bit distant emotionally.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive, jealous, or controlling. He tends to mind his own business and gives you space without questioning or doubting you all the time. His calm and polite manner means you'll have room to be yourself in the relationship.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a cover for being controlling. In fact, he is more likely to keep to himself and let you handle your own choices rather than stepping in or setting strict rules. You won't find him hovering or trying to manage every part of your life.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will likely expect you to do most of the work when it comes to parenting. While he won't demand or complain, he also won't step up and share the responsibilities without being asked. He'll help only if you directly ask for it, and even then, he may not take true ownership.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He doesn't shout, scold, or make anyone feel bad when things go wrong. He offers a quiet steadiness, but you might wish for more hands on support in tough moments.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will not stand in your way or try to stop you from being both a mother and your own person, but he is not likely to cheer you on or actively support you either. He will quietly let you juggle your roles, giving you space without causing problems, but you may feel alone in your efforts. He isn't one to offer encouragement or step in to help you balance everything.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will support your career, now only to ask you to quit after you have a child. He tends to stay hands off and lets you make your own choices about your work and life. While his support may feel distant, he isn't scheming to hold you back.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will act polite on the surface when it comes to your parents, but real warmth will likely be missing. He'll greet them with respect and mind his manners, never causing open conflict or embarrassment. He won't go out of his way to build a close bond or show heartfelt care. He is likely to quietly adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
He will handle it calmly if your family creates stress or interferes. He isn't the type to argue, raise his voice, or stir up drama. Instead, he'll keep things peaceful, stay polite, and quietly step back if things get uncomfortable.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
He is not likely to ask you directly to be a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives, nor will he strongly support you in being modern. He tends to keep silent and go along with what others expect rather than setting his own standards. Don't expect pressure, but also don't expect strong support.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will most likely stay out of it rather than actively support you or side with his family. He avoids conflict and prefers to keep things calm, so he won't jump in to defend you or take a strong stand on anyone's side. This means you may feel alone in difficult moments, handling the stress on your own while he remains quiet.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not strongly a mummy's boy, but he also won't clearly choose your side in a conflict with his mother. Instead, he'll likely stay silent and step out of the spotlight, letting you handle the issue without getting involved. If standing together matters to you, his quiet approach may leave you disappointed.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He keeps things to himself and values his own privacy, so you don't have to worry about your personal matters being discussed behind your back. This means your relationship will have a safe space where your secrets stay just between the two of you.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all of this analysis, this guy gets a C plus. This guy is so, not too good, not too bad, a bit mediocre. Being in a relationship with this man is peaceful but can feel a bit lonely and one sided. Each day you'll find calmness, routines, and no big fights or harsh words.